Hi everybody. Sorry about that. Thought we were live. I guess we weren't. We got it sorted out now. We're here with Diehard Racing League's INFINATE Cup Series. We are at the Auto Club 400. Should be a pretty decent race here tonight. Guys just finished up qualified. New driver Travis McDaniel has taken the top spot. I'm here with Wingnut, and we're gonna bring this race to you live. Should be pretty good. Next week we will be at Phoenix. So far we've had two races, two different winners. We had Cody Franklin and Steve Yenish take a win. So we're going to see tonight these guys going to back it up with a back-to-back win, or we're going to have a new winner here tonight. Wingnut, last week, no cautions on a similar track. Made it kind of crazy for the guys out there. What are you thinking for tonight?
I mean, what I've seen so far, the first few laps are going to be crazy. Especially because all tires are going to be like stone cold.
Yeah, I was watching some of the practice. I seen the guys able to go 4 or 5 wide, man. I don't know, man.
Yeah, do I know it's about 34-ish laps on a fuel tank. So I know we're going to see, good hard racing, and I think we're going to get at least 2 green flag stops if we don't have a caution. But I mean, after that, it's kind of anyone's game. We've seen names up top that we don't normally see. We've seen some new guys join the league, and already one of them is top at quali.
Yeah, that ought to be pretty interesting. I got the standings updated right now. We got Steve Yenish up in the lead. He gained 15 spots last week, and he's ahead by, let me find it real quick. He's only 1 point ahead over Cody Franklin, who sits in second. Then you got Joshua Jones in third. Tied for third is Jeff Yenish. And then you got a tie for fifth with Todd Cray and Mark Jenkins. Three-way ties. Seth Schultz also. And then Adam Match, Jeff Hollingsworth, James Brown. So we'll see what the points are going to shake out here tonight. Let me throw the schedule up here real quick. Right now we're at Auto Club 400. Next week we will be at the Fan Shield 500 at Phoenix. On the 15th, we will not be here bringing it to you live. Checkered Flag Network should be here bringing it live for us. I believe he said that it wasn't going to be a problem, so they should step in for us. I will be at the actual Atlanta track down here in Georgia watching the race Sunday, so I'm sure I won't be back in time. So that's what's going on.
Lucky devil you.
Yeah, I tell you what, I haven't been to a race in years, man. So it's pretty cool to be able to take my wife and the kids and go. My oldest son, like I
Closest thing we
said,
get to this is dirt track stuff.
uh, I take it. We got Dixie up here in up by Woodstock, Georgia, and real nice track, man. I think I saw commercials the other day that they got motorcycle racing going on up there too on the dirt. I'd love to go check that out. That's pretty wicked.
Yeah. All right, well that's qualifying over there.
All right, so it looks like Travis McDaniel. I don't know why I want to say McDonald, but Travis McDaniel going to hold on to that top spot.
You're terrible sometimes, you know that, right?
I know. Well, tell it like I see it, man. You know what it is? You see a name and you automatically go to something that's a little bit more, I guess, easier. Excuse me to say. All right, we'll wait for these. Wait for these guys to grid up here. Should be pretty good. Brought to you by INFINATEHERO.org. Go check them out. Do a lot of good things for the military. Glad to have them on board sponsoring this series. This is race number 3. We were already at Daytona, Vegas, and now the Auto Club 500. Pretty much following the NASCAR schedule. So I watched the race today on NASCAR, so I'm wondering if we're going to see the same thing here on the track. Guys were making comments on Facebook in the in iRacing that a lot of similarities between the tracks and the racing, so I think they got it pretty tuned in. Tires were a big deal today on the actual NASCAR race.
We'll see how it goes here today for sure. I'm thinking like we're going to see a lot of people going for long fuel runs. I haven't heard about tire degradation over the whole stint, So we may see some people undercutting for tires. So I have to see how the tires fall off. But I do know it's 34 laps on a tank, 35 if you're really stretching.
Wow.
That still means you need 2 stops at minimum.
All right, looks like everybody's here on the grid, so let's run the grid out. We have Travis McDaniel, new driver in the 165. He's going to start on pole here tonight. Congratulations to Travis. We got Todd Cray, who's going to be starting second. Third will go to Steve Yenish. Matt Wagner will run fourth. Fifth is going to be Barrett Flo. Adam Matz will roll off sixth. Seventh will be Corey Brown. Jeff Hollingsworth is going to roll off eighth. Ninth is Josh Stewart. 10th is Adam Nowinski.
Then we have Patrick DeSonia, my lucky boy, in 11th. Then we have Seth Schultz in 12th. Jeff Yanich 13th. Jason L. Swan in 14th. David Camara 15th. Kevin Pearson in 16th. Rob Jenkins in 17th. Rodney Kramers 18th. Todd Levesque. Yeah?
Levesque. Yeah.
Levesque, sorry, in 19th. Brad Spartle in 20th. Then we have Kenneth Sagert 21st. Donald Stewart 22nd. Adam Lewis 23rd, Mike Mahoney 24th. Now, yep, Mark Jenkins in 25th. Mike Major is not taking to the track, and neither is Cody Franklin.
Wow, all right. Yeah, we're going to have to fill them in on that inside joke there with the Solnier. The problem is, the Solnier, every time we pull him up into the booth, he gets into trouble and wrecks or something happens to him, so that's it. All right, green flag.
We started wishing him good luck.
Green flag about to come up. Yeah, so we just stopped altogether. Green flag is out.
Remember, these first laps, cars are going to be very slick because these tires are going to be like icicles. So you have to be very careful going through the first series of corners.
Yeah, so far pretty good. Pretty good start. Looks like McDaniel's going to stay up in the front. Looks like Steve Yenish working at inside. 2x2. Couple rows back. Is Yenish going to look to the inside? Yes. Yenish is going to go try and take the lead early.
Look at that run that McDaniel's getting there. That's a beautiful line. He gets the run in and the run out. Look at Yenish that has nothing for him.
Yeah, and even on the race today in the NASCAR series, I mean, there was a lot of side-by-side racing. There was some crazy starts too, man. He's got a pretty good lead right there. And what they were doing in the NASCAR race today too was when they got side-by-side racing, it actually stalled both cars out, and it let the guys behind them get a really big run. And it let the guy in front get away. So I wonder if that's going to be the same thing here.
Well, we saw it for a moment there with Yenich and McDaniel. Yenich fell back hard, and he actually fell into the clutches of Barrett Flo. But now Barrett Flo is falling back hard. He's now fallen behind Cray, and now has Matt Wagner on his outside. So it appears to be at least something similar to that.
Yeah, yeah.
Most of the field is either single, or not single far,
yeah.
too wide.
I was going to say, look back a little bit right there, man.
Very wide. Josh Stewart, Matt Wagner, Adam Matt's now falling off the back there, but for a moment there, they were sort of 3 wide. Look at Stewart.
Yeah, he is right on the back of the 23 of Corey Brown.
I always love watching Stewart race around for sure, because he's like Mr. Aggression. He always does like insane moves, but doesn't wreck out when doing it.
Yeah, you watch him saw that wheel.
Oh yeah, he definitely knows how to throw that car around. I always enjoy watching it.
But look at Travis McDaniel up there leading a couple laps already here, coming to lap 5 this next time by. So he's got himself a pretty good start. See if he can manage those tires. Tires are a big thing. Look at that, 3 wide back here. Wagner, Yenish, Stewart, almost 4 wide at one point.
Like I said, McDaniel's got something just absolutely locked in on this track right now because, yeah, he's just pulling away.
Oh, look at almost contact between Camara and Stewart.
Yeah, but now look at Hollingsworth on the inside capitalizing on that. He's going to try and take the position while he can. However, he hasn't gotten as much of a run as he probably wants, so he's going to need to try and get it into turn 1 here.
Yeah, last week we went caution-free, man. with some insane racing too. So curious to see.
Saw Hollingsworth get real close to Chimera there on exit. It looks like that inside line just cannot get the speed off. You need to essentially compromise the guy on the outside to make it work.
Yeah, you just got to watch that outside line. We saw a lot of guys on the outside line get too close to that wall, and that wall just wants to kind of stick you and snap you right back off. Look back here.
The thing I'm curious about for sure is when the tires start going, how much harder is it going to be to turn that car in? Is it going to start like understeering straight to the outside wall, or is it going to start oversteering and start spinning itself out?
Look at Schultz and Nowinski side by side. Schultz down on the inside trying to take that spot, and he's right behind the 93 DeSonia. And then look at the 22 of Stewart again. He's going to go back in behind the 97 of Hollingsworth.
Give you an eye up near the front of the field. Cray's been sitting right behind Yenich, and we also have like Flo and Wagner sitting close together as well. So we might see a pass opportunity there, or maybe they're going to try and stick together to try and catch up this absolute monster that is Travis right now.
Yeah, he's out by 4/10 already, man. These guys are doing the right thing though, man, by trying to get up single file to get caught up to him. Because once they start going side by side, like you see Wagner right now in the 20 with the 109 of Barrett Flow, it just seems to slow them down a little bit. And then look, opens the door for the 89 of Yenich to just close right in. Looked like Cray was all over the back of the 27 there.
Look behind, Matt Wagner and Barrett Flow side by side.
Yeah, what? Hang on one second, Mark. No, I didn't feed it.
Adam Matt now joining now. They're 2 wide.
Sorry about that.
It looks like DeSonia is now passing Josh Stewart on the inside. Yeah, that was Stewart's passing on the outside. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. It looks like
somebody's
Corey Brown. Who's that? Why is Corey Brown backing out? Like right out. He dropped all the way to the back deliberately, and he's now going to be a mile behind the pack. I think he knows something's up. Either that or he got in trouble for something.
Yeah, I wonder what happened with him. I don't see any damage on the car. I don't think he's... Keep an eye on him, see if he comes into the pits or not. I didn't see any damage, so I don't know. Unless, like you said, maybe he's just backing up. Maybe he was getting a little crazy where he was.
Yeah, maybe decide it's better to be safe than in the front somewhere.
And look at the 59 of Adam Matz right there in 7th. He was peeking his nose out there on the inside of Yenich for a minute, but he tucked back in line.
Yeah, I don't know if that was intentional or maybe he just like had a bit of a slide and he caught the car, but came still to the inside. But man, look how close Yenich is just sitting right behind Barrett. He's like perfectly matching him around the corner. Flawless. I mean, now we see Chimera trying to go to the outside of Matt, so it's not really going to work there, I don't think. And Stewart is like directly on the bumper of DeSonia now. Like he was pushing him towards the corner.
I can't believe, look at McDaniel, man. He's got a good lead here so far, and he's managing to hold on to it.
And not just that, he's actually gained another 10th on the cars behind him. Like for a moment there, he was sort of calming down, letting himself get into the rhythm, and then after that, he just took off again. Extra 10th that lap. Let's see what he gets this lap. It's 31.45, so not as good this time, but he's still a couple of hundredths faster. Man, he must have a thing like absolutely dialed in here.
Yeah, he's really got this place turned up right now. Take a quick look at the weather while we're talking. 101 degrees, yeah, so it did go up just a little bit. Definitely a lot hotter than it was during practice. And I noticed when last week, it seemed that when the temperatures went up, it looked like the racing got better.
It definitely seemed to be for sure, but we also noticed that last week, whenever a car was behind another car, he would lose out hard.
Yeah.
I'm keeping an eye on people like Todd Cray, who's sitting behind Ganich. I'm keeping an eye on, oh, never mind. Jeff Ganich now trying to pass Barrett Flow on the inside. And keep an eye on Stewart as well, seeing if they're suffering from being in the drag. Sorry, the tow. And so far, it seems like they're doing all right. Doesn't seem to be killing their front right tires just yet.
No, and he's side by side with him. Looks like Flo's got a little bit of the lead down the backstretch, but going in, looks like the inside line has a little bit of advantage. But watch, I bet he gets a strong run off on the outside.
Jens had a very good run there. Like he got that thing like hooked in perfectly. But
Right there. Yeah, right there.
Yep, bring out a wide and go in. As we need to do right there. He needed to somewhat compromise his Barrett's line just by a little bit, just enough to confirm the pass.
Yep, and look at that. He's got that pass, and Flo can't even go down low now because he's got the 59 right there.
Meanwhile, a little bit further up ahead, Craig did stick his nose like he was going to go for the pass, and then he slotted back in behind Janich. He's backed off right up on that corner. Is he going to try and make a run, perhaps?
Wow, there's a lot of shuffling going on, man.
Yep, we've got Hollingsworth now going to the inside. Right ahead of them, Matt's is probably watching out in the rearview mirror. Going perfect, please fight each other, let me get away.
Let's see, let's got Mark Jenkins in the 33, Rob Jenkins in the 19. All right, and it's showing the 19 today, so that's good. We can keep an eye on them. They're right together too in 13th and 14th. Yes. Let's take a ride.
And meanwhile, it's like Hollingsworth is still on the inside of Camara trying to make that pass work. You can see them both sort of talking for position.
Figure while they're green, let's jump in a couple of different cars.
At the moment, Steve Janich has almost equalised with Travis McDaniel's pace, but McDaniel's is still a couple of hundreds faster. He's got that thing just right, it seems. It's really working for him.
Yeah, he's really flying here, man. Cars are looking good. I just hope we can fix the little graphical issue we're having with the cars. I know a lot of people are having the same issue, where if you look at the cars a little bit further back, they look like they're empty, like there's no interior on them. And I tried the INI files, a couple different things that I read, and nothing really seemed to fix it. So I'm hoping there's an update coming out. Hopefully that's going to take care of some of that. Because they look really nice, you know?
Yeah.
Got some real nice paint jobs.
Todd and Jason Swan, they've been side by side for 2 corners now. They're still side by side. But hopefully they fix that issue. That's a bit awkward.
Yeah, like some guys said, it doesn't really bother them, but it bothers me. I'm very picky when it comes to things like that. But, you know, not really anything I can do because it started after the big update. And I didn't even really notice it at first. It was brought to my attention. And I was like, oh, dude, thanks for showing me. It was actually...
I'll never be able to unsee that.
Yeah. Look at the 181, Jason Swan. He's pulled away from that pack. Then you got Levesque right there in the 199. You got Kevin Pearson right there in the 144. And then Spinal in the 5.
Also, that was a beautiful jump for Jason. He went from being pretty much alongside Todd to being 4 tenths ahead of him.
Yeah.
In one lap. That is a beautiful jump.
And look at McDaniel. He is 8 tenths ahead of Steve Yenish, who is now in second. And Todd Craig back to third.
Sorry, interesting to note is that Janich is now holding pace. So he did almost just tap the wall, actually. And here comes Craig now. Janich had a bit of a slide in the exit of 4. He's going to lose a lot of speed. Oh, yeah, 2 tenths that lap. And now he's blinking as well. Even worse.
Yep. I was just going to say he just disappeared for a minute.
Now Craig's taking the position to see if Craig's got any pace for Daniels. But unfortunately, that little slide for Janich just lost him any progress he made.
Yeah, and he's got the 20 now of Wagner right there. Oh, Wagner going to tuck in behind him. I see the 28 Nowinski poking his nose out, and I believe that's Mark Jenkins there with him.
Keep an eye a little bit further back. You got Barrett, Janich, Mac Wagner all sitting in a row bar right behind the second and third place drivers. You still have Stewart still pushing Patrick Gasson. And behind them, Seth's just sitting there and watching, I guess, just getting dragged along without a care in the world.
I think he's got a care. I just think he's got it on hold at the moment. Because we know Seth. Seth's very competitive.
Yeah. I do like that Nowinski tried to make a pass on Mark Jenkins to get between two Jenkins brothers. Didn't quite work out, but I like that he made the effort.
Yeah, it's nice to have somebody out there to work with, but you know how it is, man. When it comes down to the last couple laps, every man for himself, brother or not.
Oh yeah. Now, interesting. For the first time that I can see, Cray actually managed to beat McDaniel's lap by about 500ths of a second.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I'm kind of hoping that's going to happen again. I'm hoping it's not a one-lap bomb. I'm starting to think that maybe Travis is probably trying to save his tires a little bit, driving a little bit softer.
Or maybe they're starting to feel it, because I know tires are big here. Tires are definitely big here.
That's only just like the smallest difference. And like it's like we're not making a mountain over a molehill here. This is only a couple of hundreds of a second.
Matt Wagner, a little scrape on the wall. Kind of a decent hit. But let's see again. Yeah, he beat him again that time too.
Yeah, a full 10th this time.
Yes, and he's closing in. He was 8 tenths ahead. Now he's 5.
Sorry, not a full 10th. 2/10 of a second. So yeah, either Craig just found a mountain of pace, or Travis is starting to lose it. But that is a sudden jump.
Yeah, and he's slowly reeling them in. They're down to .466 right now.
Yep, we're about 11, 12 laps away from the green flag pit stop, so people can start thinking about that as well. Maybe try for the undercut. You're going to have to do at least 2 stops, I'm thinking. I'm thinking like, lap 35, lap 70, then you're there to the end. That gives you 20 laps. So you got about 10 laps of room to make use of.
The green flag pit stops, you know how that goes.
You hit like 5 laps early, you hit 5 laps earlier later on, you can hit 10 laps earlier and try and run the last 2 stints.
And look at that, Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth just went by Adam Matz. And then we have, I believe that's Barrett Flo putting some pressure on the 20 of Matt Wagner. And take a look at Craig, .29 away. But he's definitely closing in on the leader.
Yeah, either the leader has given up his tires or Cray had saved his perhaps, because now he is flying. Yeah, 10th, or 1 point, sorry, let's try that again. 0.18 of a second in that one lap. That that gap that Travis had made over the last 20 laps has just been diminished in 2 laps.
Really? That is amazing.
Craig is on fire right now.
We may see him move, yeah. He's going to set him up, try to get a move here for the lead.
This is the hard part, though, because look at Travis's line there. It's not very aggressive, but it's going to be really hard to compromise that. He's running a very smooth line. That run Craig gets the man.
Look back from the leader at second place, right there, Todd Craig.
You can just see how smooth Travis has that line at the moment.
Yeah, and even if you hear the throttle, I mean, he sounds like he's pretty steady on it. With Craig's.
Helped bring Steve Janich into the fight as well. He's now been dragged forward by Cray, and then he's now right behind him. So now Janich and Cray are within half a second or even less to Travis McDaniel. Meanwhile, though, 4th place has dropped back hard. Like, we've now got a leading pack of 3 cars who are a mile away from everybody else.
Yeah, Barrett Flo was fighting with the 20 for a little bit. So that probably what slowed him down, and then Hollingsworth now. And look, here goes Craig.
Yeah, he's going to try to get the overlap here. He actually does get it, so he can start trying to make this work on Travis. You can see he's taking away the line that Travis wanted. He's not going all the way down to the white line. He's sitting right on that line that Travis was using.
Yep, forcing him up.
Ugly compromise. Look at that. That's a beautiful pass.
But now look, that
look at the inside.
Yeah.
Stop Travis from trying to fight back. You can almost say they were teammates at this point because they're really working together to box Travis in.
With Todd Cray, your new leader.
Look at that. Look at Cray's line now. He's running a really high line. Here comes now Steve Dennis to the inside.
Yeah, he saw that. He saw that.
Running a really high line. What in the world?
Oh, that's so crazy.
There you go. Now he comes down a bit lower again. A little bit further back as well. Matt Wagner's currently side by side with Camara. We saw Camara doing really well in practice. You see him now. He started 15th. He's now in 8th. He's passing. Hold on. Wait, what? No, my numbers are getting very confused. Hold on. Okay, yeah, he just passed 8th. Yeah, he's in 7th now. Good.
And Steve Yenish got scored for that lap.
I mean, yeah, he's making the move work. He is slowly but surely getting ahead of Cray.
Yeah, he's not letting Cray get down low enough to really get some bite on there. And he just quite can't pass him. The McDaniel right there.
He's not going down to the white line. He's taking the best line possible and making sure that Cray does not get it. You see, there you go. He completes the pass entirely there now. I think Cray's got nothing for him. Unless Cray gets pushed by McDaniel, which he does.
Yep.
You know, further back you got Jeff Yench alongside Rob Jenkins, who are right behind Seth Schultz. It looks like the dynamic duo of Sonia and Stewart is now over, as there is now a Nowinski in the way.
And we're still fighting up here in the front. Cray back out front again. We'll see if he can get to the line. Looks like he shouldn't have a problem getting to the line. They kind of spread it out a little bit. And it looks like McDaniel's coming in.
He's going for that undercut. He's got about 4 or 5 more laps of fuel, but remember, we've got about 10 laps of gap to play with in your pit stops. He's going to try and go for that undercut. Now, if you were Cray, would you pit right now? Because I think I'd probably just go in and just try and stop him.
I think I would. Because every time I wait, it hurts me, so I would just go.
Yeah. But again, you can use those 10 laps somewhere else. You could maybe wait till the next stop and then give 10 laps worth of good tires. I don't know. I think
I think I would go. I don't think he will, but I would.
I think he is. He's slowing down. Yeah.
Yep, he's going in.
Cray's seeing it. He's made the call. He's going in. That leads Janice in the lead.
He's got Barrett Flo and a couple other people going with him too. So yeah, this is definitely going to change things up right now.
Yeah, at the moment, Yenich is a 1-car pack at the moment, a mile away from anybody else. But yeah, Barrett Flo's in, Matz is in, Rob Jenkins is in, Mike Mahoney's in.
Steve Yenich, Camara, Seth Schultz, Mark Jenkins, DeSonia, Nowinski, Stewart. A lot of those guys stayed out. You're going to try and run a few more laps here. You know, sometimes these guys, sometimes they think there's going to be a caution, let these guys go and try their pit stops first and hope for the caution to come out. But we saw last week that didn't happen.
Yeah, but it looks like everyone's now in pits. I was about to say that McDaniel came out just behind the leaders, but now the leaders have also pitted, so McDaniel is now going to be back to your leader. Or at least on the moment. So see, McDaniel around the outside here. You can see Cray up in the pit lane right now. About to pass him. There goes McDaniel on the outside of Cray, right at the blue cone. That 1 lap difference, and look how much it's already given.
I missed it, sorry. I was busy coughing.
Hey, look at that difference there between Cray and Travis. That's 1 lap of difference. Legitimately one of them. Unless Cray made a mistake in his pits, I'm going to go double check to make sure he didn't.
And Cray can see him at least.
No, he did.
Did he?
Missed the stall, so we lost maybe half a second. Honestly, that's all it is. That's all he lost. That's how much it was.
Well, look at DeSonia now. DeSonia's going to be scored for that for leading that lap. Him and a bunch of guys still haven't come in.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the plan is. I'm assuming they're going to try and just run out the tank, but I mean, you're not getting any benefit there because you're still going to need to pit the same amount of times. Unless someone's got some amazing plan I don't know of. In comes Desonia. Swan's still going around, so he wants to stay in the lead. Maybe get a lap lead.
Who's he going to give it to?
Oh no, Spider. Oh,
yeah, Spido. Spido, Levesque, Swan, Sagert. Only 3. I believe the rest of the guys are in making their pit stops. Oh, and Kramer. Kramer's still out. Then at number 6, he's being shown 5th.
Now I get the feeling we're going to actually look at that. Janich came out ahead of Craig. That 1 mistake in the pits cost him that much from 1 lap.
Yeah.
That's going to be the question of how fast is Janich going to be compared to Travis. At the moment, he's a 10th fast. And Craig can just kind of sit behind Janich now and just wait.
Here comes the Songer coming out. Let me see, where's Craig? Right in front of him is Janich. And they were both pretty fast. The difference of 1 lap. See if that's really going to make much of a difference here or not.
Difference in 1 lap tires is even amazing to see too. Well, technically it's 2 laps between Janich and McDaniel, but McDaniel just did a 41.33. Yeah, 41.2. He's a 10th faster every lap. I get the feeling we're going to see a nice little fight between these 3 drivers again once they all get to caught back up.
And look at Spido. I can't believe he's still out. Him and Kenneth Sager both on 36 laps.
I got told it was 35 laps on a tank of fuel, so I'm confused.
He's got to be.
Yeah,
I was gonna say he's got to be coming in. There's no way he can stay out further than that. Sager's got to be coming in also. I can't imagine. Yeah, I hear him. He might even be out of fuel. No, I hear him running still. So that should give it back up to Travis McDaniel once they come back around.
Yep,
According,
fight in the new.
Yep. Yeah, you got Steve Janich behind him, Todd Craig, Barrett Flo. And what are we coming to? Lap 38. Might see a repeat of last week.
I was gonna say, I'm loving Barrett Flo's work right now. Like he's not been right up the front like Travis has been, but he's been sitting right behind the leaders as close as he can get all the time. He fell back before that pit stop, but now after the pits, he's right behind Craig again.
Yeah, he's sitting in a good spot too.
All he's got to do is just hold on to this pack and let him drag him to the leader and just wait for the right moment.
And we know Janich can do it, and we know Craig can do it. We've seen these guys many times before.
Oh yeah, we got 2 vets to the league, surrounded by 2 rookies to the league. It's great.
That is good.
Yeah, they are still catching McDaniel by some ridiculous pace. Almost 2/10 of a second. 2/10 of a second that lap.
Well, look. Yeah, no, that's how I feel. But you got the 3 of them together, and they're pretty much, staying in line. So, if that, that draft works, so it's got to be that 3 against 1 is no competition. I want to look through the field, but I don't want to leave these guys because I got a feeling something's about to brew.
All right, the moment you move, something will happen. That's for sure.
Yeah.
At the moment, the rest of the field's single file anyway, so nothing's really going on. Seeing a few guys getting a bit closer together, but at the moment, this is really the only fight we've got.
And it looks like Mike Major and Cody Franklin are the only 2 drivers right now that are not on the track. Let's see, Rob Jenkins, where did he start? Started 17th, he made up 10 spots, he's sitting up in 7th. Hollingsworth is sitting up here in 6th, and we go up to Adam Matson at number 59. He's sitting up in 5th. And then 4th on down, Barrett Flo, Todd Cray, Steve Yenish, Travis McDaniel. And I think Matson's got their draft, and I think Hollingsworth is also going to grab that draft too.
Yeah, Matt definitely has. He's been getting catching up to them very quickly. Hollingsworth is a tiny bit slower than Matt, but he should actually back as well. He had a 5 about the form. Honestly, if he keeps going this way, even Rob Jenkins might be able to join in with this one as well. So we'll have to see on that one.
It's just amazing, man. It's not the easiest track to run. These guys have been running pretty hard, and we're green.
It seems like with this league, you have to forget that yellow flags exist. You have to just play on constant green flag runs.
And I wanted it to see if it worked for my ticker, but I never got a chance to test it.
You have no idea if the yellow flag?
I'm sure it does. I'm confident.
Yeah, things don't break that often for us.
Yeah, just when I was getting on, right? My mouse died, and I couldn't get my microphone to work.
Yeah, look how close she gets in that corner. He had to back off and even create it back. I think they were recording the entire field there for a moment.
Yeah. I've been watching this really close, man. Let's jump in with Barrett Flo. Let's take a ride around with him. Check out what he's doing here on the track.
Yeah, he's just trying to get the run to make it work, but he's just a little bit too far away and just a little bit too timid into the corner. He doesn't get the guy.
Well, especially, I mean, we still have a little bit of racing left.
Absolutely, we don't even reach the halfway point yet.
Let's go up to second place to Steve Yenish.
He gets right up close going into the corner and then backs off again and tries to get the run to the next straight. Gotta get that run just a little bit earlier rather than right at the end of the straight.
And look back from Yenish. You got now Barrett Flo. Well, he was looking down on the inside. Now he got back behind Craig. And look at the leader. He's going to start hitting some lap traffic here in a little bit.
Yep, and that might be the wild card that Yenish needs right now.
Take a quick look at the temperature. 105 degrees, man. I knew it was going to go up.
Oh yeah, I heard some talk that it was going to go up by 20 degrees. So far it has creeped up by about, 6 or 7.
Look at this. Look at this. Take a look up front.
Wait, what am I looking at?
Look at we're close right now, man. I thought Yenish was going.
Yeah. I was looking at that, like, wait, have I missed the pass? No, never mind.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they are definitely close. But you see, he's backing up a little bit too much. He's trying to get that runoff, but he just doesn't get that. He's not getting that speed on the exit of the corners, just quite like Travis's. Travis is just flying off them, just getting launched.
Yeah, when I first got back onto his car, I thought looked like he was down low, getting ready to make the pass.
Well, look at Cray.
Oh, he opened the door. Yeah, he opened the door for Cray.
If Cray can get alongside and get past him, he might have a better chance of passing Travis than Yenish does. Though that might put Yenish in a bad position because he might not be able to catch Cray. I think maybe you might want to do it just to get past Travis in the first place. But then I guess you substitute one leader for another because Cray would then be in the lead. A little bit further back, and the fight slowly brewing between David Camara and Rob Jenkins. Camara's been slowly creeping forward. Like the entire race has been creeping forward. He's made 10 positions.
Take a look right now. He started 15th. He started 15th.
Yeah, 15th to 8th, so he made 7 positions. Rob Jenkins ahead of him has made 10 positions. Got him backwards, unfortunately.
That's all right.
Oh, I'm looking at Cray. Either Cray is just sitting there trying to give him the draft, or I think Cray might be done trying to go for the pass. Either way, he's going to have to make up his mind sooner or later.
I wish we could see temperatures because I'd like to see if it's affecting Cray being that close to Yenish for that short period of time pushing.
I don't think it will. We're not really bumping up against the rev limiter in this track, unlike Daytona and Talladega. So I don't think it's going to be that bad, but hey, it could still be. It is quite warm out there, so it might actually start overheating cars.
It looks like Hollingsworth is slowly reeling these guys in, but then if you look at Rob Jenkins and Kamara and Yenish, I mean, they're starting to close in on this pack also.
They definitely were for a while there, but I'm kind of noticing, looking at the speed now, right? That Travis McDaniel's done a 41.7. Then we go back to Max with a 41.8, and he was trying to join the back of this pack. Barrett Floyd 41.7, so he is.
Yeah, and Rob Jenkins, Kamara, they just did 42s, and Rob Jenkins, what do you do? Just slide up to the wall or something?
Yeah, Hollingsworth did a 41.9, so
yeah.
I think Jenkins and Kamara are fighting each other, which is slowing them down. Kamara's just done with that and passing him. I think maybe Jenkins hit the wall?
Yeah, I don't know if he hit the wall, but he slid up to the wall. Maybe he went and let him by.
Maybe, yeah.
I didn't really see any damage on his car, so I'm not sure what happened there. He could have easily just let him, take that spot.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point fighting from there. He might be able to drag you up to the leaders. Because honestly, like any position you make here, all you really want to be is just within a spitting distance of the leaders.
And look, they're going by the 94 of Kenneth Singer. Kenneth is one lap down. I think Adam Lewis now. Oh, look, Wallace trying to get by Lewis. It looks like Yenish is going to grab the lead.
Yeah, Lewis was in the exactly wrong spot, and I think Travis had a bit of a wiggle trying to avoid him, and that was all that Yenish needed. Just bam, like a shot on the inside. He's already gone past him.
This is going to get interesting now.
Oh, yeah.
Because McDaniel.
Cray was going to be in position to capitalize, and now he's just too far back.
Wow, look at that. That's just amazing right there, man. See what they get across the line here now that McDaniel was able to stabilize that car a little bit. Yeah, Yenish still a lot faster.
Oh, yeah, I think that extra 2 laps of tyres for Yenish is definitely going to be better than McDaniel's for sure.
And look at the 109 of Merritt Flow, man. He's still right there.
Oh, yeah, he's exactly where he wants to be, within range of the leaders. That's all. The next pit stop's going to be the one that makes or breaks it for sure.
Yeah, we're hitting
somewhere around lap 65 to 70. That will be your window to get to the end of the race.
Yeah, my guess would be probably closer to 70.
Mm-hmm.
If some of these guys
be like 75, actually no, 68. Sorry, 67, 68. Get those fresh tires early and run them hard.
Mike Mahoney started 24th. He is up to 18th. Let's go to Todd Bevette. Started 19th. He's at 17th. Brad Spidel started 20th. He's up at 16th. You got the Soldier started 11th, and he dropped back to 15th. Donald Stewart started 22nd. He is up to 14th. Ab Nowinski in the 28th. He started 10th. He's up to 13th. Kind of back a little. Josh Stewart started 9th. He's back here at 12th. Mark Jenkins started 25th. He's in 11th. Jeff Yenish started 13th. He's in 10th. And Seth Schultz started 12th. He's in 9th. Nothing really changed up here in the front just yet. As these guys come down the stretch here.
I will say, now that McDaniel's not in the lead, he's now able to catch up and hold on Yenish. In fact, last lap he was faster. Bray's caught back up as well, so maybe this is what McDaniel needs. Just a little bit of time in the air behind Yenish, and he's going to go surging forward again.
A little bit of time.
Isn't that much.
Yep, a little bit of time to cool him off. I love the sound of the cars flying by like that. I got the, I don't know if you should have the same cameras too, that static TV.
Oh yeah, I have
Yeah,
that.
that's a good one. You'll see what I was talking about if you put it on for a couple of seconds.
Oh yeah, I get you for sure, man. I definitely like that. Kind of reminds me when I was at the local races around here. I picked a really bad spot to be.
Oh, did you?
Oh yeah, we were right on the backtrack as they changed gears. This was the first year they added ethanol to the cars.
Oh.
When they changed gears, they came with an automatic like gun cracks every single time. And now imagine 30 V8s running past you, all doing the same thing within like a second or two of each other.
Oh, dude, like a war going on.
Yeah, it was loud and it hurt, man. Definitely worth the race though, but man, that static camera just beautiful, man. Just watching those cars fly past at the exit is just amazing. They get right on the exit wall.
I can't wait till I go to Atlanta in 2 weeks, man. I've never been to a race there. I've been to the track before, but I've never been to a race there. And we're sitting right off of a little bit where turn 4 meets the front stretch, kind of. So we're like,
oh, look at the leaders! Look at the leaders!
Yeah.
Craig was going the outside of McDaniel, but then exit. Craig was sliding. Janic went slow, and then McDaniel just steals the lead back. That was all kinds of awkward everywhere.
Yeah, look at Yenis trying to get it back again.
Yeah, I mean, that started with like Craig trying to go to the outside of McDaniel's. I guess McDaniel just decided to just throw it into the inside, and then Yenis went a bit too slow, and just everything got messed up. Yenis is now back in the lead. McDaniel's falling back to second. Craig trying to find a moment to stick his nose in again. He's going to go to the outside again. And look at Barrett Foley just sitting there watching. Probably licking his lip.
Oh, look at Yenis went up. Yep. Yenis went up. He opened the door, man, just to see if McDaniel has enough to clear it.
Nope, look at that stretch, just gone. I think Craig's gonna try and push McDaniel forward to try and make this fight work more. Playing both sides there, I see, Craig. Well done.
And these cars are bouncing all over, man.
Oh, yeah, that's one thing I've noticed about this track, man. It's like old Talladega. It's just so bumpy.
And look at McDaniel way down underneath the line, trying to get any kind of advantage you can going into one.
Honestly, I think that hurt him. I actually think that hurt him there. Another thing I just noted, by the way, I just want to kind of point this out. Seth Schultz just came out the pits.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Nowinski's in the pits. We got a couple of guys.
This is within the fuel window. This is definitely within the fuel window.
Yeah, we're at lap 58. That's
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of. Yeah, it's kind of.
Mate, it's not going to be a pleasant ride near the end. That's for sure.
I was just gonna say I think that's a little bit too soon, but you know we've seen them do it, man.
It was Craig the inside of McDaniel with Barrett pushing Craig forward. Craig might even go for the two for here almost.
Yeah. He'll go up. He'll take second. I don't think Barrett Flo is just quite done yet. No, he is. He's going to go back. Oh, no, he's going to go down with McDaniel. And he leaves him out there.
I'm going to the pits right now. The tires are the oldest. You want to get that undercut and get that speed again. Go in now. And he does.
Wow. You're on the money tonight, brother.
I'm feeling good today, brother. Maybe just go get a lottery ticket. Oh, man.
You're on the money tonight, bro.
And now if you're Todd Craig, you've seen that, you don't wait, you go in as well.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to let him get away.
Nope. You don't want that spread to be so far, man, because you're coming to the end here. If this stays green, this is the money stop right here.
Exactly. This is where all your losses or gains are made. So if you do a perfect pit stop, you can come out in the lead. You do it wrong, and you're a mile behind and way out of contention. I think at this point, Craig kind of knows he can fight and get past Travis, but I'm not sure if he's sure about Yenis yet.
Let's see what Craig does. No.
Stays out.
Yep, he's not going to come in. Yenis doesn't come in. Rob Jenkins coming in.
Comes in.
Yeah, he's. I think he's on it.
Jeff Yenis is in as well. Adam Matt's going in. Hollingsworth going in. Camara's going in. Whole big pack of them's going in now. think Seth is probably the first car out on the grid now who has his tires and everything ready to go. He's there for the end. So let's see where he is. And look at this. He's directly behind Travis. And not just that, he's about to go past Travis. This is actually a pass for the lead from Seth. If he can get past him. He's got to get him before Travis's tires get up to speed. So he's got to go right now. And look at that. There goes in Cray. Cray's in the pits. Barrett's in the pits. Steve is still out again. He's going to go for the extra overcut again.
Seth. Oh, I thought Seth was going to the inside. He's going to stay behind him. They got the 42 right there with him.
Can't do it with Adam Lewis in the way again. But that's his moment there, unfortunately. I think he's run out of chance there now. They're going to watch Travis just drive away with his fresher tires.
Yeah. I mean, there's not even...
Now we need to see, where does Craig come out? And Barrett. Craig's to get a good pit stop here. Does he make it right? He gets it perfect this time. I think Barrett gets this perfectly as well. Does he? Yeah, he does. Okay. There's a bit of a delay. Craig's getting his left side tire.
Here comes Janish.
Yep. Travis now passing that start-finish line, and it looks like Cray is just leaving the pit lane. He's going to watch him just fly past him again. Yep.
Right there.
Yep, there he goes.
But he's got fresher tires, so if he can get hooked up with somebody, I don't know, that's a pretty wide spread out, you know.
I think with fresher tires, he might just be straight up chasing. He's got 30 plus laps to make that work. Well, not 30 plus, he's got less than 30 now, but he's got the time to make it work. And so does Steve Yanish now. He's currently getting his own tires done. Right's done, left's done. Let's see where he pops out compared to Travis this time. Actually looks like he can be in a better position than Cray was. Not by much. We'll have to wait and see.
Meanwhile, Mark Jenkins out there logging some laps in the lead again.
Oh, looks like Travis gets past Yanich as well. Interestingly though, Cray does not. Yanich managed to overcut them there and actually come out ahead. I don't know what voodoo magic he's running to make that work yet. Everyone else is doing the exact opposite, but apparently Yanich just has something going on with that car that just lets it work. I don't know. We have to beg and ask him later on to find out what's going on.
You got him, you got Cray, you got Hollingsworth, you got Matz, and then Rob Jenkins. Let's go back up front. Right now you got Mark Jenkins up there with Brad Spidel. Jason Swan in the 181 sitting in third. Mike Mahoney coming into the pits. He's going to give up fourth. And Travis McDaniel right now in fifth.
I do like how Seth managed to pretty much strategize his way into this fight. He was mid-pack at best, and with one pit stop, he's now directly behind the leader.
Yeah, he's sitting here.
I don't think he can catch him, but he's there. He's right where he needs to be.
It'll be a good points night for him.
Oh yeah, that's the move that we like seeing from Seth for sure. Like he's got the brains to make the stuff work. I'm very curious what Mark Jenkins and Brad Spile are going to do. Spile's not coming into the pit, so he's not going to try and stretch it again. Mark Jenkins is still going there. When did Mark Jenkins pit? Let's have a look.
33 laps ago.
Exactly. Like he pitted at lap 33 as well. So if this is exactly where he pitted last time, he's going to do it again.
Hey, what's up there, Ron? How's it going, buddy?
Hey, Ron. Good to see you, man.
See if Mark Jenkins comes in this time, or is he going to stay out a little bit longer?
He's coming in.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's only got 8 seconds over second place. And then they got a little bit of a big jump back to Travis.
Also, that man, like Mark Jenkins just like throws into the pit lane a little aggressively for me. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Almost like he's convincing himself that he's going into the pit lane. Like, no, I'm going in here. I'm not going anywhere else. And look at that cloud shadow. Wow.
Yep. Jason Swan, your new leader here. He's going to get logged for...
The track temperature dropped. We went from like 107, 108 down to 101 immediately. That was a sudden drop.
Yeah, almost like it was here this afternoon. And look at McDaniel. Where's he at? Okay. And there's Schultz not too far behind.
In fact, Seth is not only just holding on to him, he's actually kind of catching up to him again as well. So Seth's apparently doing really well with that car. Meanwhile, behind them, Steve Yenich is 2.5 tenths faster, and so is Todd Craig. So they're going to be there rather quicker with a lot of pace behind them. Not mention as well, Jeff Hollingsworth and Adam Matz are right behind them.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have probably going to have a 6-car battle for the lead at the end of this race.
Yeah, and we don't really have much to go. 22 laps this time by. Be 22 laps to go when they cross the line. So looks like another green run. And man, I'll tell you what, you can toss a coin here. You got.
Let's do exactly that. We're 20-something laps away from the end. What's your bet right now? We've got obviously Travis in the lead. We've got Seth holding on behind him. We've got the rush of Yenich, Cray, and Hollingsworth. What's your lucky bet now? What are you putting your money down on?
I'm thinking Steve Yenich. He's got the freshest tires out of all of them, and he's got a pretty fast car. And he's been doing pretty good all night. So I'm going to go with the 27.
I'm torn between Travis and Cray. If Travis can hold it out and just get that gap and just hold on to it for dear life, he might be able to edge these guys out. But I think Cray's got the aggression and the car. He's just going to sit behind Yenich, let Yenich do the work, and then pass them both.
Yeah, it could be.
They're passing lap traffic here. They're going past Todd Levitt.
Yep, 199 to Todd Levitt.
But yeah, Travis is just going to try and go as fast as possible, but do not cook those tires too hard. He needs to have something left to defend for the last 20 laps.
There's your leader, Schultz. Yeah, I'll tell you what, he's not too far behind, because if you watch when the leader goes by, here comes your leader, here comes Schultz, here comes Yenich, here comes Craig.
I do think Schultz is going to start falling off, and you can see actually he's already a tenth slower than Travis. His tire's starting to die.
Yeah, he's got the oldest tires, I believe, out there in that group.
And it looks like it's a 10th just for one lap, so Schultz is suffering at the moment. But as long as he can hold on, he might be able to come out with a podium here.
Yeah, at least with a top 5, maybe.
No, a top 5, absolutely, I think.
19 next time they cross the stripe.
I love me seeing people like Adam Matz and Jeff Hollingsworth, who've sort of just been sneaking forward through this race. In fact, Adam Matz is currently where he started in 6th. He's been just nice and quiet, just sitting along behind the pack, just waiting for his moment. He can still get a win out of this.
That's true.
Just gonna tag onto the back of Cray and Yenich and hopefully just drag him right to the front and then make that final pass in the last corner in the last lap.
Oh, dude, you never know what's going to go on with these guys.
Well, absolutely, everyone's starting to shine. We've watched these guys since the start, and they've just been getting better and better and better. Now it's just they're all almost as good as each other. My tongue's getting thick for that, okay? I'm going to start talking with the left. I can't say the best correctly anymore. We've seen Matt win races, we've seen Hollingsworth win races, we've seen Cray win races, we've seen the Yenich brothers win races, we've seen Seth win way too many races. Let's see Travis win one, just so we can say we've seen him win a race too. These guys are all definitely competitive. It's great to watch.
Yeah, and it looks like a lot of the new guys that they have in the league that recently came in fit right in, man. Great drivers, great talent, clean driving. Here comes the pass, maybe, for second place.
One thing I'm kind of sad about is Barrett Flo, who was back in 4th, in the group, is now fallen back hard. I think maybe he got a speeding and pits penalty perhaps or something, but he dropped back hard.
Yeah, he's all the way back in 11th. Wow. Yeah, he had a good car too, man. Maybe possible he got a speeding penalty. So Yenich just got by Schultz, so now we'll see if Yenich has anything to catch the leader or not. I think
Schultz trying to tuck in there. He's just trying to follow Yenich around and just try and get some speed and keep up with this.
Yeah. If you push him up to the leader, let them fight, and he can maybe sneak on by, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So we'll have to keep an eye on these two up in the front here and see if Yenish can close in. I see Todd Cray still right behind Schultz, so we'll see if they hook up and work together. I'm not sure what their relationship is on track, you know? We've seen a couple of relationships on track where it was like we're fighting for points. I'm not helping you, man.
I think at the moment we're very early into the season. They're not going to fight each other too hard. It's going to be, let's try and catch this rookie to the league who is flying like a rocket ship. So at the moment, he is definitely starting to fall back to earth because Steve Yanich is catching it by a tenth every lap. I love silly segues.
And we still have quite a bit of racing. I mean, we'll be 15 laps. Big track here, man. 15 laps is still a good amount.
The interesting thing is, 15 laps, right? And Yanich is catching Travis by about a tenth a lap, and he's got a 1.2 second gap.
Ooh.
He will catch him before the end, but they're going to have like 2 or 3 laps of brawl. That being said, though, he just caught him by a lot more than that, so never mind.
And I don't know. I wonder if that was McDaniel passing that lap car. If that was an equation.
I think it was for sure. That lap car was kind of sitting in a bit of an awkward spot on the entrance to the corner. Seems like Travis is just getting all the worst luck with lap traffic here.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Rodney Kramer in the number 6. Take a quick look through the field. We got Rodney Kramer in 22nd, Kenneth Sager in 21st, Adam Lewis in 23rd, David Camara in 19th. Did I say 23rd and 20th? David Camara 19th, Todd Levesque right up here in the 199 and 18th. Jason Swan in 17th, Mike Mahoney in 16th, Kevin Pearson in 15th, Brad Speidel up in 14th, Mark Jenkins in 13th, Patrick Desonia in 12th, Adam Nowinski in 11th, and then you got your top 10 up there. Barrett Flo, Jeff Yenish, Josh Stewart, Rob Jenkins, Adam Matz, Jeff Hollingsworth, Seth Schultz, Todd Cray, Steve Yenish, Travis McDaniel. Seth under fire now by Hollingsworth. That'll move.
Bad race so far.
Yeah, that'll move Seth back to 5th, and then Adam Matz will be right there. Still looking back, that lap car in between the leader and second place, I think is really, I don't know if it's doing good or not, because it's Steve Yenish hasn't been able to really move any closer.
He still gained by about 2/10 that lap. And we'll see how he goes this lap, see if Travis goes a bit faster. Travis pulls in a 41.9, Yanich a 41.7, so he is still gaining rapidly.
Still a little bit, yeah. Oh, there we go. That's a separation right there.
Yep. And we got about 10 laps to go, and Yanich is now catching by 2/10 a lap. He can see Travis, he can smell Travis, he can taste his dust. He's right there.
This ought to get good.
Right.
Let's see, Cray. I don't know if Cray's going to get around. Yeah, Cray's going to get around, no problem. So, all right, that's not going to be the equation. So, Cray may be up there. We may have 3 cars that'll be fighting for the checkered flag here.
Interesting. I thought Cray was going to be a bit more speedy, but he is actually just kind of sitting there now. 41.8 compared to the 41.8 flat for Yanich.
Hey, Judy, how are you? And we see, look, Yanich slowly.
I think if Travis puts up a fight for Yanich, that's going to bring Cray right back into it in a split second.
Taking a look back from the leader to the front of Steve Yanich here.
But Yanich should definitely catch him for sure. Travis should need to defend just for a little bit, and that will get Cray back in, and maybe he can play Yanich off of Cray and hold that lead.
Look how close he gets. Look how close he gets. He gets right there to his bumper.
Oh, yeah.
Was that him that was slowing down, right? Yeah. Earlier? Getting right up to him and then kind of backing off a little bit.
Yeah, that was Yanich.
Yeah.
She was doing that with McDaniel last time.
He
Small way of doing it. He doesn't quite know how Travis drives yet. Obviously, he's new to the league, so he's just playing a little bit safer, giving him room just in case. then trying to get the run off an exit, which is what he's trying to do. He's trying to get that big old push on exit.
Well, I'd be like, look, he's up in the front. He's been leading. He's been pretty fast. I think he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, it could be like me, hot lap wonder. It does good. It does good a few laps, then just absolutely ruins himself.
All right. We got 9 laps to go. Got a good race, man.
This fight has done exactly what Travis might have needed it to. Gray has now gained a 10th that last lap alone.
Yeah, and if he gets side by side with Yenich, that's really going to help out McDaniel.
I think if Yenich goes side by side with Travis, Yenich will go straight past. But if Yenich goes side by side with Cray, Travis might be able to hold these guys off. Like at the moment, he just needs them to fight each other and nothing else.
Gonna find out.
Yenich comes alongside him, he's done.
8 laps.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The moment Yenich commits to that inside line or the outside line even and just goes for it, I think Travis is done at that point. He just doesn't have the tires anymore.
I'm laughing at Ron. Hot lap wonder. Look at that. 82 laps completed. We had 12 lead changes and 0 cautions, man. If this stays green, this will be 2 in a row. Green all the way through, man. That's amazing.
It's absolutely ridiculous. I love it.
And these guys aren't, you know, they're not out here Sunday riding, you know. These guys are racing, man. I see Cray slowly creeping in. I know Yenich got to be aware that he's back there, and I know Travis has got to be thinking to himself, all right, I got Yenich behind me, and I see the other one getting closer, and he's just counting them laps down, hoping no caution comes out.
I think honestly, a caution probably what he'd want to see. I think everyone would probably pit for tires at this point. Maybe not. maybe everyone just stay out on the Christmas tires they'll have. But the caution, he'd have just a few laps to hold, and he'd just run to the end. I think he'd make it then. Unless he is the caution.
6 laps remaining.
Yep, Cray's half a second back. Yenich is right on the rear of Travis. He's just slowly coming Cray's way. You can see him closing in now.
Mm-hmm.
He was 2/10 faster that lap compared to Yenich. He's definitely well within draft too, so he's going to get one hell of a drag down the straight from these 2 cars ahead of him.
Let's see if he can slingshot down and do something here.
Oh yeah, he might wait for the last lap and do an absolute banzai pass past both of them.
Count him now, 5 to go.
You definitely know Travis is trying to do that. And look at Yenich. He's decided to do it now.
And he had Cray for a minute. Cray went back up.
Cray's just trying to get his best run possible while these guys fight it. That's
Oh, and look
it.
Look it. He's going to take it. See if he can hold on to it.
Well, he absolutely can. I don't think Travis has got anything left. That's going to be a question of, is Travis going to fight back? Is Cray going to try and get there?
Oh,
Travis
look.
is going to try and fight back. He's got 2 lap older tires and he's been leading most of this race, but he is not letting this lead go away too easy. Look at Cray. He's closing in. He's right there now. Where's Cray going to go? Is Cray going to try and make it 3 wide?
I thought, yeah.
Travis?
Oh, here he
He's going
goes.
to try and make it 3 wide? No.
Oh.
Oh, Cray, stop giving me a heart attack, please. Just look away. Oh, look at Cray. Actually, he might end up making this 3 wide now. He's trying to keep Yenich out high.
And McDaniel back to the lead.
Yep, but look at this run I think Cray's going to get here. He's going to get Yenich sandwiched in this. Yenich has got nowhere to go.
And Yenich just has to hope he can push this McDaniel hard enough to get there. He's not going to. It looks like he's going to have to give it up for a minute. Still got, it'll be 3 laps to go this time by, so he's still got time. But the pressure is on now.
Yeah, he's going to try and get the overlap back on Cray. Cray's trying to get that draft on Travis. Travis is now trying to play them both, I think. Here comes Yenich to the inside now. We've got a 3-way fight here. We've got a car with older tyres at the front trying his best to just hold them off. And you see Cray Yenich now fighting over who gets this win.
He's doing a good job, though, man, on having a little bit older tires than these guys. Only a couple laps, but that's a big difference, man.
If you saw that, he even threw a tiny little block there as well on Jens just to try and like suck him out and get him to slow down. He's doing everything he can to hold that.
No, we're coming to 2 to go, man, and they're fighting it out.
I think Janic has got it this time. He's got the run. He's going onto the front stretch here, going into turn 1 and 2. I don't know if Travis is gonna have much fight back for him. He's gonna throw it right in. Look at that. He's gonna try and squeeze him down too. He's not gonna give him room, getting pushed down to that white line. Oh wow! I should have never doubted him there because he managed to fight back really well.
Craig trying to push his way through.
Craig has put Janic right back in the fight there. Oh, watch Craig here. I think he's going to get past Travis now. Oh, almost.
Wow, that is so close.
All right, white flag. This is for all the marbles.
This is it now.
And look at Craig. I think Craig's going to dive to the inside, and he does. Straight to the inside, turns 1 and 2.
This might be a photo finish right here.
And Travis is going to start pushing Craig. Oh.
And look, Travis now back up to the outside.
Craig's just going to throw it in. He can't just relax. He's got to throw it. No, it looks like Janic is going to try and block, and he does.
Yeah, Janic has to block.
Craig's got nowhere to go.
He has to block. And look at that.
He's going to get the win here today. And look, you have a drag between Travis and Craig to the end. Craig's got a nose ahead there.
And it's going to be, it's going to be Steve Janic, Todd Craig, and Travis McDaniel. Man, that was something.
Crazy. Hey, you got one right there too.
Yeah. Hey, I'm 1 for 1. And
that was a beautiful race.
Yeah, that was really good. Wow, Steve Janic, man, 19 laps left. That was awesome, brother. Yeah, that was awesome.
I gotta say, good work to Travis McDaniel as well, just fighting these guys off, trying his best. He managed to hold on with older tires while being chased down and got it down to the last lap before he finally had to cave.
Wow, I didn't know. I really didn't know what was gonna happen, man. That was great. These guys are insane. 90 laps, all green, hard racing, man. No cautions. That's just sick. All right, I'm gonna need you to pull drivers if you would, because my mouse is dead. And
That's no worries, mate. Shall I grab you 3rd place first or 1st place first?
Let's let 1st place do his burnout, and we'll go with 3rd place. Give me 1 second to pull him up here.
I was gonna find him momentarily. Hold on. I don't think I see him anywhere, but I do see Todd Cray who just hopped in.
So we'll go to 2nd place.
Give me a second.
What a race, man. 90 laps, no cautions. Let me pull up the excuse me. That was just killing me.
Alright, so let's grab 2nd place first.
Yeah, we'll go with 2nd place. We'll go with Todd Cray.
Alright, here you go, buddy.
All right, Todd Cray. You got a copy, brother. Hey.
Hey, Mr. Cray.
Yeah.
There you go. Man, that was a crazy race right at the end there, wasn't that, brother?
That was absolutely awesome. Awesome race. Man.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. Another week of no cautions. 90 laps out here, man. You guys were with like that ending was definitely insane, but that whole race was pretty good, man. You guys had this thing pretty much together. Walk us through it, dude. You got to be shaking right now.
Well, you know, we just tell you just kept plugging away there, trying to save tires, and just grinding it out, guys. I mean, that's all that was there. What an awesome race! What an awesome finish. Was trying to play around with some pit strategy there, try to get a little advantage, but Steve was on it, man, and Travis was making some moves with early pit stops, and I was just kind of in the middle of this, just trying to figure it out as we went. So, wow.
I'll tell you what, that was definitely an exciting finish, man. It was like anybody's race at that point between you three, and you guys did a great job, man. You kept it clean, kept it off each other, but man, we watched, you get behind Yenish, then you get behind Travis, and then Travis get behind you. I was like, dude, like these guys are all over the place, man. That was definitely something, man. Great run for you tonight. I believe you started second, you finished second, so man, not bad at all. I know it ain't the win, but dude, clocks by Christopher 21 there, man, flying tonight.
Yeah, man, I'll take a race like that any night. We want to win it, but the guys are really clean, and it was just a good, solid, fun race. I knew I think Steve had a little fresher tires, and Travis had not as good of tires, so it was just an interesting thing. But it was just hard with the draft, and I was having a little push, when I got too close behind. Couldn't get off the turn right, and just trying to make adjustments. Grabbing that wheel a little too hard tonight at points, but man, what a fun race!
I know.
It doesn't get any better than that.
Hey, let me ask you something. With these no cautions, like with me, not that you really want to see cautions, but when I'm racing, sometimes a caution is good because it gives you a chance to kind of regroup, get in and pit, and kind of take your time, not have to rush through it. When you get these green flag races like this that go green from end to end, doesn't it change the dynamic of the race so much?
Yeah, time. Fortunately, tonight wasn't a fuel mileage race because I got to do a little work on my fuel mileage. But it was pretty basic when we were pretty much going to pit within 5 laps of each other. It was just a matter if you want to pit a little early and trying to figure that out and get out a little bit because Travis was doing a great job with that. But then I'm watching Steve. He's waiting on us and he's pitting after us, and he did really good with that. So it was just, yeah. I mean, you're trying to make the right move, and but we all actually made pretty good moves because we were right there at the end, and
Yeah.
hope the fans and you guys up there enjoyed that because from inside the car it was awesome.
Yeah, it was definitely good, man. Next week, Phoenix, you gonna be here?
Oh yeah, Phoenix. That's one of my top tracks, so yeah, we'll definitely be around for that.
Awesome, bro. All right, listen, before we let you go, anybody you want to say hi to, and then we'll look for you next week at Phoenix.
Yeah, I'll just start off by saying hi to my cousin Jess, who's tuning in tonight, watching things that are going on. Of course, Infinite Hero for for sponsoring the league here, Diehard Racing, you guys at the broadcast, Clocks by Christopher, Pets in Paradise, People Against Distracted Driving, and I think that's about it. Maybe Pets in Paradise. Did I forget that one? But yeah, that's about it, guys. We're gonna take this one and great night of racing.
Yeah, you guys put on a great show here, man. 90 laps, no cautions, all green runs, man. A lot of lead changes here tonight. You started second, you finished second, dude. On fire, bro. We'll look for you at Phoenix. We know you do good over there.
Yeah, bam. We'll be there, guys. Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
Right. Night night.
Have a good one, man.
That was a definitely an exciting finish, man.
Yep.
So I
It
guess.
looks like Travis is entered the building, so we can bring him in.
Oh, is he? All right. So let's.
Yep. Shall I grab him for you?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Let's get the coughing out of the way.
Oop, too late. I already dragged him in.
All right. Hey, Travis, you got the booth up here, man. You got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, great run, dude. Started on the pole, and what a battle at the end, man. It was anybody's race at that point between you, Steve, and Todd, man. Great show for you tonight, man. Like the car, too, man. Walk us through your night.
Well, I didn't even know if I was gonna make the race, so to get the pole was pretty awesome. But led a bunch of laps, and I knew if once you got out front and 3 or 4 cars got in a line behind you, you're just a sitting duck out there with the draft. So anytime I got a lead, I knew it wasn't safe. I knew it was just a matter of time for those guys to come up there. And luckily, we were able to keep it clean. But that was awesome racing. That was so much fun. And thanks, Steve and Todd, for racing clean like that. And congrats, Steve, for the win. But man, that was fun. What an awesome race.
Yeah, that was a great race, man. This is the second week in a row that it was green from start to finish, man, with hard racing out there too. You know, no just driving around. You led a bunch of laps, man. You look really good out there. We saw, you know, how it worked with the draft, and like you said, you were sitting duck out there, man. But dude, at the end there, especially with you guys, with the pitch strategies and all, and then the three of you getting together like that, man, it was 1 minute you're in the front, Steve's behind you, then Todd's behind you, then you're behind Steve, and then Todd's behind. I was like, dude, anybody's race, but you guys did such a great job, man, keeping it clean and not wrecking. That's just insane, man. Glad to see you here. Definitely got some talent, man, and should be fun watching what goes on from here.
Absolutely. This is my first race with these guys, so I'm looking forward to getting with these guys and running some more races, especially if we're green and clean like that right there. I mean, how can you not want to race with these guys? That's a lot of fun. Looking forward to the rest of the season.
Yeah, we've been broadcasting Diehard for a while now, and it's very rare to see a lot of cautions with these guys. These guys are do a really good job. They run a really good show here too, man. Good to see you out here with them. Next week we're heading to Phoenix. Any thoughts?
Yeah, not my track. I probably won't be very competitive there. I'm going to hope to run top 5, but the short tracks, flat short tracks, just aren't my style at all.
We'll look forward to seeing what you got, man. You made a great first appearance here, third place finish, man, and a pole too. So congratulations on that pole. Before we let you go, anybody you want to give a shout out? Anybody you want to say hi to?
Yeah, give a shout out to my spotters. I had Rick and Chet up in the booth tonight. That was pretty helpful. Let me know where the runs are coming from. And thanks Seth and the guys at Diehard for putting this lead together clean and green, man. That's all you can look forward to. Appreciate y'all broadcasting this. It's been a blast. Look forward to next week.
All right, man. Congratulations on the run, on the pole, and great finish, man, with a third place finish. So we'll see you next week in Phoenix, dude. Go celebrate.
All right, thank you.
Man, that was a great finish, dude. I'm telling you, that was like insane.
Oh, yeah. For a first race of the league, that is absolutely amazing. All right, well, we got one more person to find, I think, and I think we better grab our leader now, eh?
Yeah.
I think I'll get him this time, eh?
All righty.
Hey, Mr. Yesh, SR Booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here. You got me?
Brother, that was an amazing finish, right?
Yeah, that was pretty tense. A little different than last week. It was kind of like a chess game, trying to plan, when to make that move. And I could see Todd behind us, kind of lurking there. And I knew if I started battling for the lead there with Travis, I knew he was going to come right up behind us. So I was trying to wait until the end, where I didn't think he'd have a shot to catch us. But I guess I didn't wait long enough, and he got right on our bumper. And the three of us were just, I don't know how many times we passed each other in the last couple of laps there, but if it was another lap, it probably would have been a different winner, but it worked out.
I have an answer for that. How many passes was? It was too many. That was absolutely insane. You're talking about it being like chess, and I got to ask, what was this 40 chess move of yours where you pitted later but somehow came out in front? What? How?
I don't know. I mean, I figured I wanted to have the freshest tires at the very end there. And I don't know, I guess I just got on the pit road pretty good. Practiced it a little bit earlier this week, and didn't push it so much that I felt like I was on risk of missing the pits or speeding entering or anything like that. But yeah, I guess it just nailed it. And usually pit stops are where I screw things up, either entering a closed pit. It seems like if it's under caution or speeding or not finding my pit box or something like that. But everything went smoothly here tonight, and maybe that's why I picked up some time. And I think that was the difference, because it kind of let me just take my time. I knew I had that in my back pocket when I needed it at the end.
Absolutely, man. You made an absolute great showing of that final push between you, Cray, and Travis. It was just absolute poetry in motion, man.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Those guys were, they're great drivers, and it's a lot of fun competing against them. They definitely push you all the way to the limit, and it feels good when you beat them. But next week, who knows?
Alrighty, Paul, you got anything for our winner here?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, how do you feel about Phoenix, man? Is that a good track for you?
No.
Yeah, that's the same here, man. But I think you'll do all right. Dude, that was just an exciting race right there, man. 19 laps led from a third place start. You've been showing some good speed. Even last season, man, you were pretty strong. So off to a really good start. And I believe coming into tonight's race, you were ahead by 1 point over Cody Franklin. So this is definitely going to boost some of those points up.
Yeah, that sounds good. Definitely gonna be using a one of my drops from Daytona, so just trying to pad whatever lead I can get. And like you said last year, like had plenty of speed. It was just prone to so many mistakes, and it's nice that it didn't pan out the way they should. And so far, at least the last 2 weeks, it's worked out. So I'll just kind of keep trying to do what I'm doing, just try not to make mistakes, just take it easy, let the race come to me, and usually the results end up pretty good.
Awesome, man. Well, we'll be watching for sure. And again, man, congratulations, brother. Anybody you want to shout out to before we let you go?
Yeah, props to everybody in the league for another caution-free night. It's awesome to have that 2 weeks in a row. My sponsor, who I somehow forgot to even mention last week, so I'll give a shout out to Tampa SUV Rentals. If you need a SUV in the Tampa area, it's definitely the way to go. My brother runs the business and does a great job, and definitely look them up. And obviously Infinite Hero for coming on board and sponsoring the league this year.
All right, man. Awesome, dude. Go celebrate, and we'll see what you got over in Phoenix, man.
Yeah, I wish I could say I was looking forward to it, but Phoenix is not my favorite. So
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Phoenix, honestly, man. I used to be good there, and I got worse over the years, so I don't look forward to that track. But I go into survival mode, man. I just want to finish.
yeah, I hear you. I'm sure it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right, man. Go celebrate. Congratulations, dude.
Sounds good. You guys have a good night.
Have a good one, brother.
All right, man. That was your winner, Steve Yenich. 19 laps led from a third place start. What an exciting finish, man, these guys had. That was just a whole lot of fun. I can't believe another race, 90-lap race, dude, with no cautions. That's just like...
And not just that, man. It was not just like they just did a couple of laps and nothing was going on. That was a full-on like race from start to finish. Green flag stops, everyone going crazy, and not a single caution,
Not a
not
caution.
a single wreck. Not even a person spinning out. Everyone's just driving absolutely amazingly. I'm absolutely loving watching this racing right now.
I'm telling you, they do such a great job, man. They had 90 laps. There was 13 lead changes, believe it or not. 0 cautions, and a lot of fun, man. We saw the temperature go up a little bit, and guys held on to it. So I guess let's run over the results, and we'll pack it up, and we'll head to Phoenix next week. And we'll see what they got, man. I know a couple of guys, like I know Cray's definitely good at Phoenix. There's a couple other guys that we've talked to prior seasons. I don't know if it was Spidel and a couple other guys that are good short trackers. So we may see a whole different bunch of people up front next week.
Absolutely, man.
All right, so you got your winner here, Steve Yenish. And second place, you got Todd Cray. Third is Travis McDaniel. Jeff Hollingsworth, fourth. Adam Matz, fifth. Seth Schultz finishes sixth. Rob Jenkins finishes seventh. Josh Stewart finishes eighth. Barrett Flo, ninth. Jeff Yenish finishes 10th.
Then they got Adam Nowinski in 11th, Mark Jenkins in 12th, Patrick Desauney finishing in 13th. I'm sorry, mate. Jason Swan in 14th, Mike Mahoney 15th, Kevin Pearson in 16th, Brad Spidle in 17th, David Camara in 18th, the first of the lap down cars, Todd Levesque in 19th, Adam Lewis in 20th. We have Kenneth Saget in 21st, Rodney Kramer 22nd, Donald Stewart 23rd, then Matt Wagner 24th, and Corey Brown is the final car in 25th.
Yeah, Mike Major and Cody Franklin did not take the field. Just quickly, let me put up the schedule for a second. So next week we'll be at Phoenix, March 8th, and then March 15th we'll be Atlanta, and then March 22nd will be Homestead. So mark those down and come tune in and see if these guys can do another green flag start to finish and do some great racing like they've been doing. I appreciate everybody that tunes in. Hope you guys enjoy the broadcast. I hope you guys like the racing here. If you're an iRacer and you want to get in with them, look up Diehard Racing League on Facebook and look them up on iRacing and go ahead and apply, and they'll check it out. Obviously, if you've seen tonight's race and if you checked out last week's race, these guys generally run many green flag runs. There's very low cautions, good clean drivers, good hard racing, good league to be in. I know personally, I can speak for Seth. Seth runs this league really good, runs it tight. Not a lot of nonsense that goes on here, man. They keep it on the up and up. So if you're looking for a place to race that's not full of drama, full of kindergartners and stuff, man, look them up.
Absolutely, man. That was honestly an amazing finish. I don't think we get in many other leagues.
Yeah.
Clean racing, hard racing, push to the end. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I can't wait to go back and watch that, dude. That was crazy. All right, Wingy, I appreciate you being here with me again as always, man. And hopefully next week I'll have this cough gone, man. If not, I don't know, I might shoot myself or something, dude. All right, everybody, have a good night, and we'll catch up with you in Phoenix next week.
Have a good one, guys.
Infinite Hero Foundation exists to connect our military, veterans, and military family members with innovative and effective treatment programs for service-related injuries. Since our inception, Infinite Hero Foundation has awarded more than $3.8 million in funding and support to 28 different veteran service organizations. Together with sponsors, partner organizations, and individual donors, Infinite Hero Foundation exists to connect our military, veterans, and family members with innovative and effective treatment programs for service-related injuries. Consider joining our mission. InfiniteHero.org for more information. Thank you, veterans, past and present.